Yo, what's good? Welcome to another hip hop album review. This is part 132. The album that I'll be reviewing today, or tonight I should say, is Fat Joe the Gangsta's debut album, Represent, released in 1993. You guys should know who Fat Joe is. You guys know him as Fat Joe the Gangsta, Joey Crack, a whole bunch of cats, alright? For those who don't know who Fat Joe is an MC from the Bronx, South Bronx, New York. Got his start back in the early 90s, particularly 1992. You first hear him on Pt.III.'s first album, Stunts Brought to Hip Hop, which I do have to do a review on as well. But he was like on a skit, he didn't rap or anything like that. But that was like people's introduction to Fat Joe. Alright. Like I said, he's part of DITC, and you guys should know, he was part of Terror Squad and at one point, and he was, fucking with DJ Khaled and that, I'm not really getting into all that, but this was way before all of that, alright? So, this is Fat Joe right here. You see a very young Fat Joe. I think he was like 21, 22 at the time. This is what the album looks like. Alright, the singles off the album, there's 3 singles. The singles are Flow Joe, which they have a video for, Watch the Sound, which they also have a video for, and This Shit Is Real, alright? And I'll get to that song Shit Is Real later on in the review, alright? So this is what the album looks like. Like I said, you see Fat Joe right here, you see the projects right here where he's from. Pretty dope picture. I love pictures like that. See how greedy that shit looks. Yeah, excuse the cracks. I had this album since '03, so I got it a couple years. I got it some years ago. All right. Look at the back. You see like his man's Tony Montana. I think that was his name, but I don't think that picture's there anymore. They took it down, from what I understand. See Fat Joe right there, his man's right there. You know what I mean? Alright, open it up. That's what the CD looks like. Pretty dope. Kind of has like that, military, type of look to it. Pretty dope. Alright, open it up. See Fat Joe and his goons, his boys. You know what I mean? In the background, that grimy New York that I miss, man. Fat Joe right there and his man's chilling right there. See the same silhouette from before on the CD. Alright, got the special thank yous and stuff like that. Alright, I'm gonna get on to the features. Alright, features on the song on this album are Grand Puba, Diamond D. Oh, and shout out to Diamond D because the reason why I'm doing this review, I was gonna do it anyways, but the reason why I'm doing this review today is because, like I said, Diamond D posted that, it's been 22. It was 22 years today that this album was released. And I was like, yo, hell yeah, I definitely have to do a review on that. So shout out to Diamond D for that. But like I said, I was gonna do a review on this album anyways, but he kind of pretty much inspired me to do it. So, and that's the reason why I'm doing this review today. So shout out to him for that. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Like I said, Grand Puba, Diamond D, DJ Rob Swift, he does like the scratches. Shout out to him. From the Executioners, Rock Raider, rest in peace to him. Coogee Rap, shout out to Coogee Rap. I did a review on his 456 album, definitely check that out. Apache, need to get his album. Apache ain't shit. That's hard to find. It's out of print. It goes for crazy money online. Gizmo, Keith, King's Son, shout out to King's Son. And Fat Joe himself, obviously. And that's pretty much it on the features. Producers on the album. Producers are Lord Finesse, shouts to Lord Finesse, Diamond D, Beat Nuts, Showbiz, Chili D, and that's pretty much it. Diamond D does the majority of the beats on the album, so but if you guys know, Diamond D, you guys know what to expect with that, alright? I'm gonna get down, I'm gonna go through some of the tracks, you know what I mean? Track 1, A Word to the Wise, that's just an intro. It's just a sample of Scarface, the movie Scarface with Al Pacino, where with the scene where he's saying like we have to distribute worldwide, New York, Chicago, LA, all that stuff, and that's a line, that scene where he talks about that, they use that sample on that, and then That's pretty much, you know, the intro of the album. Track 2, Living Fat featuring Lord Finesse. Love that beat, love that song. It kind of sets the tone of the album, in my opinion. Very dark, sinister beat. That's the kind of beat, like, when you hear it, it's like you, like, you know, you just walking through the alleyways in New York, like walking through the projects late at night. You just want to make sure you don't get jumped by some niggas and shit like that, man. In that song, Living Fat, you know, it's just self-explanatory. It's just talking about him being the baddest nigga in the Bronx. Like, yo, like, he's the most hated nigga, but he's the most respected at the same time. Like, and then he's making all this money. Like, he's pretty much untouchable, and that's what I got from that song, Living Fat. Alright. Track 3, my man Ski. It's just a skit. You know, you hear the beat in the background. Dope beat. I wish they used the beat for a song, but you know how that go. It's just his man Ski, which I'm assuming is this dude right here. Sorry. Which I'm assuming is this dude right here, Ski. I'm assuming. If you guys know Fat Joe personally, let me know what that's about. Let me know if that's actual Ski or not. Or if not, I don't know. I'm not trying to incriminate anybody or whatever. But anyways, getting off topic. But my man dude Ski, you know, he just talked about how, yo, Fat Joe's the illest nigga in the block. Yo, y'all need to support him. Be out by his album. I'ma kill your whole family. Like, when I first heard that shit had me fucking rolling. That shit was funny. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got from that joint right there. That's just a skit. Track 4, Bad Bad Man, produced by Dami D. Dope joint. It's just another braggadocio track. Just him talking about he's the baddest nigga in the Bronx, just like Living Fat. Interesting topic with that song is that the beat, the sample that was used was the same sample that Jay-Z used for the Where I'm From off his second album, In My Lifetime Volume 1. But when I first heard this, obviously I thought Jay-Z used it, but then when I heard this, I thought Fat Joe was the first one to use it. No, I was wrong. It was actually used by my dude Biz Markie off his second album, The Biz Never Sleeps. It's a song called Check It Out. Dope song, fucking kills it. To me, Biz Markie used that sample the best. The way it was arranged, I love how he flipped that sample. Or either he made the beat or Cool V. But I know Biz Markie made beats back then. Or, well, I'll get into that another time. But the point is that beat was flipped the best by Biz Markie, in my opinion. And I need to get his that album, Biz Never Sleeps. I do have his Going Off. I have his I Need a Haircut. I have his All Samples Cleared and The Weekend Warrior, but I just need to get that second album, and I'm good. And I know they re-released it back in 2012, and that's it, folks. I apologize for getting off topic. Let's get back to the album, alright? But anyways, Bad Man Ski, Bad Man, you know, pretty much talked about how he's the baddest nigga in the block, you know what I mean? Track 5, Watch the Sound. That's another that's a single off the album. I believe that's the second single off the album. That's featuring Grand Puba and Diamond D. Yo, that's a dope song. The video is dope. Grand Puba, yo, oh my god, Grand Puba is that dude. Like, you see how like people like certain artists like, you know, Jay-Z, Nas, like people praise them. Grand Puba was that dude at that time. He was like the Nas, well, I don't want to say the Nas of that day, but you know what I'm trying to say. He was that dude. Like, he's the one that brought, you know, Tommy Hilfiger. He made it popular. He made it hot. He made you want to go cop Tommy Hilfiger. Just the way he rocks it and the way he, you know, flaunts it in the videos. I mean, to the point where, like, I was reading in the background. Diamond D, he had like an article on XXL where in the video he said that Tommy Hilfiger himself came in a limo and had all his clothes, like all this like exclusive Tommy Hilfiger, and it was just for Grand Puba. And like that right there is fucking dope, and I thought that was dope, man. Like when I read that, you know, that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty interesting trivia right there. But yeah, they all do their thing. To me, believe it or not, yo, Diamond D to me had the best verse in the whole song. He fucking killed that shit. Niggas sleep on Diamond D. That dude, yo, he could spit, but you know, niggas, you know, just think that he's a producer. Nah, he can spit. Okay, like don't sleep on that. Like I said, I'm gonna do a review on his first album, Stunts Blunt to Hip Hop. So stay tuned for that. All right, but yeah, like I said, it's a posse cut. Diamond D had the best verse in my opinion, but everybody else did their thing. Um, Track 6, Flojo. That's the first single. Love the video for it. Love the song. Just another braggadocio track. My only gripe with this version of Flojo is the chorus beat, because if you hear the video version or the radio version, the chorus doesn't change. It's just in the chorus version, you know, the chorus in the video version or the radio version, he adds horns to it, but with this one he has like he changed the beat, and it sounds kind of like a cartoonish, like a 60s cartoonish type of thing, which to me kind of like, I don't know, it just didn't really fit the track in my opinion. But after a while when you listen to it, you kind of get used to that. But very dope song, classic boom bap. I mean, that beat, man, oh my god, like the way he flipped that sample is just so ill. Track 7, The Fat Gangsta, featuring that was produced by Diamond D. Oh, by the Bad Man, Watch the Sound, Flojo. The Fat Gangsta was produced by Diamond D. All right. Track 7, The Fat Gangsta. This is another braggadocio track right there. Pretty cool. A lot of people use that sample before. Keith Murray, he used it on that song on his second album. What's that song? Hot to Death, off his Enigma album, which I have to do a review on. But yeah, Fat Joe, you know, he does his thing on that joint right there. Track 8, Shorty Got a Fat Ass. Oh man, it's actually a pretty cool song. Shorty Got a Fat Ass. With that song, he talks about how, you know, he's in a club, whatever. This girl, you know how always fellas, like, you in the club, you see a girl, she's looking at you, you looking at her. It's all about who makes the first move. Usually the guy, you know, we should make the first move, or vice versa, whatever. You know, whatever the vibe is like, you know what I mean? But you know, so she makes the first move, approaches him. Hey, yo, you John Doe? I'm like, yeah, what's it to you? And she kind of felt kind of like this, like, oh, what's up, my bad. You know, I thought you was somebody. I thought you was somebody that I knew. So she walked away. You know, Fat Joe, he felt bad, grabbed her arm, like, yo, listen, you know, I apologize for that. And they started talking, and then she realized, oh, yo, you Fat Joe. And so after that, you know, they started talking, and you know how we get down, you know, things heat up. He ended up smashing her, and that was pretty cool. And that was the first verse. Second verse, excuse me, is like, you know, I think he's in the block or whatever, or he's in a car with Diamond D, and, you know, they driving around the Bronx, and this is one Spanish girl, you know, a Puerto Rican girl, and they, based on the description that he says in the song, and she's a girl with a fat ass, obviously. But the thing is, when he tried to holler at her, you know, she wouldn't turn around. You know what I mean? Like she would talk to him, but like without turning around while he's talking to her. And so he just grabbed her pelvis, and she turned around. She had the crazy butter face, but she had a fat ass. And that's the moral of the story. That's oh man, yo, Fat Joe is crazy, man. But yeah, Shorty Got a Fat Ass. That was produced by Diamond D. Track 9, Shit Is Real, produced by the Pt.III. This is the last single off the album. Like I said, the Shit Is Real, the video version, that's off the second album. This was the original version. It was produced by Pt.III. So when you see the video version, that's the remix by DJ Premier. But Shit Is Real, you know, it's a pretty dope song. You know, it pretty much talks about how he grew up as a teenager in the Bronx, like how he had to make ends meet. You know, how he was on welfare, and you know, just how to live and survive. But you know, niggas, you know, people would look down on him like, oh, he ain't gonna be worth shit. Just the dirt that he would do on the block and stuff like that. But like, the moral of the story is like, he did what he had to do to survive. So that's what I got from that joint right there. That was produced by the Pt.III. Scratches by Rob Swift. Shout out to Rob Swift. Alright. Track 10, You Must Be Out of Your Fucking Mind. One of my favorite songs of the album. Dope posse cut that was featuring Coogee Rap and Apache. Apache does the first verse. He actually does his thing. I know a lot of people didn't like Apache's first album, but like I said, I gotta buy the album. It's been years since I heard it, but I had to get myself a copy. But he actually does his thing on that song. But to me, Coogee Rap had the best verse. The first bar, the first two bars when he said chitty chitty bang bang, coming from a chain gang, from out of sang, make your motherfucking brains hang. I'm like, yo, like, oh my, yo, yo, that nigga is nasty. Coogee Rap, and I can just go on, yo. Crystal fuck you with a pistol. Oh my god, that nigga is nasty. But yeah, Coogee Rap to me had the best verse, but Fat Joe also did his thing at the last verse. But interesting fact with that song, You Must Be Out of Your Fucking Mind, the sample, not the actual background, the sample, the actual beat, but the vocal, the voice samples, the vocal samples, like where it says you must be out of your fucking mind, man. Hey, you come here. I'ma kick your ass, man. Hey, you come here. Alright? That's from a movie. And it's from this movie right here. Straight Outta Brooklyn. Released in 1991. Very underrated movie. A lot of people, I don't really hear a lot of people talk about this movie. This is a must-see in my opinion. Very real, very gritty, very dark. As you can see right here, this is Larry Gilliard. You guys might know him from The Wire. D'Angelo, he plays D'Angelo as The Wire. D'Angelo Barksdale, stuff like that. But very dope movie, man. I highly recommend it. If you can find it, definitely pick it up. Another movie that should be on Blu-ray. I have to do a video on that because I have a couple movies that I have on DVD that I feel like that needs to be on Blu-ray. I might do a video in the near future, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's where that sample came from, the vocal samples when you first hear it. From this movie, Straight Outta Brooklyn, released 1991. If you can find it, pick it up. Alright. Track 11, excuse me, I Got This in the Smash. That's produced by Showbiz. Another dope song, one of my favorite songs of the album. Yo, that song right there, that's the type of song like where, you know, I think in the song he talks about how you know, he got beef with somebody and he was like, yo, like let's all strap up, we about to go get this nigga and stuff like that. That's what I got from that joint right there. That type of joint, like, you know, if you got beef with somebody, you want to put in that work, if you know what I mean, that's the song you want to play. I mean, it just has that vibe. I mean, Showbiz captured that feel so well. I mean, fucking sick, man. Very, very dope. By the way, I have to do a review on Showbiz's Showbiz and AG's first two albums, Runaway Slave and Goodfellas. Stay tuned for that. Alright. Track 12, Another Wild Nigga from the Bronx. That's a posse cut. That was featuring Gizmo, Keith, King Son, shout out to King Son, and Fat Joe himself, obviously. Pretty dope cut. That was a cool track, but I didn't like the beat. I thought the beat could have been a little bit better. It could have had a better beat, but they all do their thing on that joint right there. Track 13, Get On Up. Probably my favorite song of the album, besides Living Fat, Get On Up. Another Wild Nigga from the Bronx. That was produced by Chili D. Get On Up, produced by Diamond D. Sorry about that. Get On Up, produced by Diamond D. Love that fucking beat. I mean, that's just another braggadocio track, like that bass line. Doom 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 doom. I'll show you guys. Give me 1 second. Bass line. I mean, come on. How can you not get hype off of that? That shit right there. When I first heard that shit, I had that shit playing like at least 10 times when I heard that joint. Killed that shit. Track 14, I'ma Hit That. That's the last song of the album. That was produced by Showbiz and AG. Showbiz. It's pretty much another song, kind of like Shorty Got a Fat Ass. It's pretty much the same thing. And that's pretty much it, folks. My verdict of this album: classic fucking album right there. I don't care what nobody says. You know, very underrated in my opinion. I know I use that word a lot, but this album right here is, man, I mean, this, how can you not like this album is my thing. Like, you know, this is Fat Joe in his prime. You see what I'm saying? Like, the beats, I mean, obviously the beats saved him, obviously. But, you know, he's not as bad as a rapper as people make it out to be. But maybe because, you know, there was rumors of, you know, Cash writing his rhymes and stuff like that. And you can kind of tell, because if you listen to his stuff now and you listen to his stuff back in the day, you can kind of tell the difference. But I mean, but even so, man, he definitely delivers with this album right here, man. I mean, like, when you listen to this album, it captures New York back in the early 90s, man. You just rock your bomber, the army jackets that he's rocking, you know, the fucking, the Carhartt, the cold winter. It just has that cold February, March winter feel to it. I mean, this is definitely like a winter album. Even though this album came out back in '93, in July 27th of 1993, it definitely has a winter feel to it, man. I mean, definitely some of the songs, very dope. Definitely his darkest album in his discography. I mean, they all deliver, man. If you guys like Pt.III, and especially like the early shit, you should definitely have this album in your collection. If you don't have this album in your collection, something's wrong with you. I mean, I don't know. I mean, don't take that wrong. I'm just playing. But yeah, man, this album right here, yo, I can't. I mean, I'm speechless. I mean, this is such a fucking dope album, man. I mean, look at this, man. Like, this is hip hop, man. This is hip hop. You see the nigga in the projects? Come on, man. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I mean, songs like Living Fat, you know, Flojo, You Must Be Out of Your Fucking Mind, Get On Up, I Got This in the Smash. I mean, Fat Joe in his prime, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of people, you know, don't like Fat Joe, you know, they don't like him as a rapper, but I would definitely check this out, especially with like early DITC, the production and like the lyrics and stuff like that, like what they delivered back then. I would definitely recommend this album, man. I mean, I can't stress enough how dope this album is, man. And that's it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace.